Australia is a massive island that's practically the size of a continent. Not only is it the sixth largest country in the world, but it's also known as the smallest continent. So when you visit Australia, you're actually visiting both a country and a continent. One of the most striking features of the country is its natural beauty. The Great Barrier Reef is known as the largest coral reef system in the world. If you go diving there, you'll step into a world filled with colorful fish and vibrant corals. In the inland regions, you can also encounter deserts, forests, and unique wildlife. It's possible to see animals like kangaroos, koalas, and platypuses in their natural habitats. Australian culture is also quite rich. The Aboriginal people's history and culture, which span thousands of years, have made a significant contribution to the country's identity. Modern Australia, on the other hand, has a highly multicultural structure. This cultural mosaic, formed by people coming from all over the world, brings vibrancy and diversity to the country. The standard of living in Australia is quite high. The country is known for its developed economy, strong healthcare system, and high quality of life. Additionally, Australians are generally very friendly and helpful people. Australia stands out not only for its unique natural beauty and rich wildlife, but also for its fascinating legends that come from the ancient Aboriginal culture, which has existed for thousands of years. The mythical creatures featured in these stories add to the mysterious and magical atmosphere of the continent. Now, let's take a look at some of the creatures that live on this land and seem as if they've come straight out of prehistoric times. Australia is home to some of the most unique and fascinating animals in the world. Kangaroos, for example, are one of the country's most iconic symbols. With their powerful hind legs, they can leap incredibly high. Female kangaroos carry their babies in a pouch on their belly, which is such a cool feature. Then there are koalas, those adorable, sleepy creatures that spend most of their time napping in eucalyptus trees. They feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, making them extremely picky eaters. Have you heard of the Tasmanian devil? It's a fierce little marsupial with incredibly strong jaws, mostly active at night, and found on the island of Tasmania. Another strange and fascinating creature is the platypus. It lays eggs like a reptile but is actually a mammal. How wild is that? It has a bill like a duck, a tail like a beaver, and webbed feet like an otter. Plus, it can detect electric signals to hunt underwater. While browsing satellite maps, a particular area caught my attention. It was one of the rare lakes found in Australia, like a hidden oasis in the middle of the desert. At first glance, it already captivated me with its natural beauty and mysterious presence. These kinds of lakes stand out not just for their unique landscapes, but also for the variety of living creatures they shelter. The satellite imagery wasn't of the highest quality, likely because the recording dates back nearly 10 years. Still, something unusually large in the water was clearly visible. As I zoomed in and studied the image carefully, the first thing that stood out was the sheer size of this creature. Estimated to be between 10 and 15 meters long, it looked like a massive, fish-like being swimming in the lake. However, when I looked at its tail, I realized this wasn't an ordinary fish. The tail structure was nothing like any known species. It was curved and seemed incredibly strong. I did quite a bit of research, but I couldn't find any existing creature with that kind of tail design and that size. You could see its mouth open in the image, and near the head, there was a structure that resembled an eye. One or two fin-like appendages were also visible. Maybe calling it a fish isn't even accurate. Its type is hard to determine with the limited data we have. My personal opinion is this: whatever it is, it's not an ordinary creature. Its existence feels like something out of prehistoric times. Maybe it's a modern-day relative of the dinosaurs. But the question that keeps bugging me is, how has such a large and unusual being gone unseen until now? One possible answer is the lake's location. It's extremely remote. Or maybe, just maybe, there are hidden underwater channels or cave systems that isolate it from the outside world. Either way, one thing is certain: this enormous creature was alive and swimming in those waters. Since the footage is about a decade old, observing the region again with satellite might be difficult. But this discovery could be opening the door to an unsolved natural mystery.